Greetings and welcome to Fresh Fire International Ministries, our Wisdom Wednesday inspirational message for you. I'm Pastor Janice Fareed Hardy. And this message may seem a little bit different because it may seem that I'm talking about politics, but I'm really talking about something much more than that. At this very hour, honestly, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I have been watching the election returns come in, not out of anxiety, but just out of curiosity and prayer. And even though the votes for the presidential election and Congress and so many other local positions are being decided and counted right now, instead of waiting for all of the votes to be in, which could really take a few days here in the USA, for all of the votes to be counted, I thought this was the perfect time to do a Wisdom Wednesday because we're kind of in an in-between time right now. We know all the work that's gone on for all of the campaigning, all the emails, all the calls, all the, mails, really post office mails that you've gotten about the elections. And now we're at a point where the answer has not come in yet. Or as one of the sayings that I've learned to appreciate that I've been taught recently is, we don't know what, we have to watch and see or wait and see what the end will be. So we're in that waiting period right now. But this is a good time to have a Wisdom Wednesday video because so many situations in life are like this, where we're in between. We don't know exactly which way it's going to happen, which way, what God's decision is going to be. But we've got to navigate through that middle territory, okay? At this very moment, I'm using the election as a backdrop, okay? So many emotions are going on at this very hour, okay, across the United States of America and actually across the whole world, because as the U.S. goes, so many other countries are affected, okay? So much feels like it's hanging in the balance right now, and emotions all over. They're just soaring all over the place, okay? All right? The best ones and the worst ones. And right now, even at this hour, okay, this odd hour of the morning, commentators in the media and perhaps even in your home, all right, the talking heads, all right, they are talking like Monday, what we call Monday morning quarterbacks, where, after the game is over on Sunday night, then the quarterbacks come in talking about what could have happened, should have happened, and should happen, and is going to happen next, even though they really don't know, okay? Only God knows, all right? And going through all of this like a tornado, okay, of all kinds of ideas, of all kinds of emotions, of all kinds of feelings, okay? It's human nature. It's human nature to experience those things and to go through those things. And for some people, it can even be a way of exhaling, to talk it out and what have you, okay? However, while we are in this moment of a roller coaster where all of the decisions have not been proven yet, all right, it's a good time once again to talk about how we navigate such a situation. So my message is really just a short reminder, okay, to not lose sight of who you are, or as that famous saying goes, don't lose sight of whose you are. Don't lose sight of who is in charge, okay? No matter what, we Christians must keep our eyes on the Lord, no matter what, our minds on the Lord, our actions on the Lord, our decisions on the Lord, no matter what, okay? No matter what. We have to keep doing what Almighty God has told us to do, because regardless of who's in the White House and the Congress and our local offices, we are still commissioned by Almighty God to do exactly what Jesus told us to do. Our job does not change no matter what. All right? Okay. And no matter what, our blueprint and our manual for life remains the Bible, and especially the gospel of Jesus Christ, regardless of who's wherever, all right? No matter what, Our mandate, our manual for life does not change because God does not change. I want to take you back to a very familiar example in the Bible, and it's really, you know it, the story of Lazarus and the brother of Mary and Martha. Jesus was in another part, of the country, and he got word that his dear friend Lazarus had died, and that and the sisters, Mary and Martha, sent a message to Jesus, urgent, urgent, 911, come now, because you can save him. You've raised the dead. You've healed the sick. Come now, okay? And Jesus tarried, and he did not come. He waited until it was past the time that they believed in that time that someone could be healed, that someone could be saved, that someone could be raised from the dead. After that time period set by man, had passed, Jesus went to Mary and Martha, and on the way, as he got closer and closer, Martha came and met Jesus, and Martha was always the bold one, all right? She always had an idea of how the world and even God, even God should operate. And she began to tell him, if you'd been here, my brother's dead now, but if you had been here, if you had come, he could still be alive. And the famous words of Jesus, and I'm reading from John 11, all right? John 11, chapter 11, verse 23. When Jesus responded to Martha, he said to her, your brother will rise again, And Martha said to him, once again, Martha knows the way things are supposed to be. Martha said to him, I know that he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day. And Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. And who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this, Martha? And Martha said, yes, I believe it. So Jesus corrected her. But my point is, let's keep the big picture of that. Jesus was telling her, Martha, you are locked into the circumstances. You are locked into how you think the world should be. You are locked into what you think Almighty God should have done. You are locked into the way you think things, were supposed to go. But Martha, I am, as even in the Old Testament, that great title of God. I am. Martha, I am still in charge. I am still the one who called the shots. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, no matter what you feel like, All right. I am Martha, and I can feel that no matter which way the election goes, this election in the United States of America, God is still the great I am. No matter what, God is still in charge. And it's so important for us as believers not to get like Martha, caught in the circumstances, because, her eye was on the circumstances. And Jesus was saying, you're looking and you're locked and you're stuck in the circumstances, understandably, However, Martha, I am is standing right here in front of you. And no matter how things work out in this election, whether the one you wanted was, put in office or offices or not, God is still the great I am, Let's be more like Jesus and less like Martha. And it can be hard and it can be difficult because we all have hopes and dreams. And honestly, no matter who is in the various offices, we are still called to do the job that Jesus gave us. We're still called, Our job is to do what our King has told us to do, no matter what. Let's not get tripped up, all right? The world, no matter who is in the various offices, there are going to be people in America and people in the world who are highly upset and disappointed and let down, no matter who is who or what is what, all right? But we are different. We are not of the world, We are in the world, and we're in the world to be an example. We know what we've been told to do by Jesus Christ, Now is the time for believers in Jesus Christ to dig into what I guess you could call our job description from Jesus Christ. It is time for us to dig in no matter what the circumstances, oh Martha, okay? It's time for us to dig in more and more in the prayer, in learning the Bible better for ourselves, because that is our survival, okay? That is our survival raft, all right? It is our job to keep telling people about Jesus and to keep living a life where people can see Jesus. And it is still our job to keep loving one another no matter what. They will know we are Christians, okay? Not by our political party, not by who is in the office, but by the love we have for one and show for one another. We still got to stay on our job, no matter who is in office, no matter what is in office. So I just wanted to just, at this in-between moment, and remember how you feel right now, and remember this moment, okay? Because life, once again, I repeat, many things, many experiences in life are like this, where we are in the in-between, okay? But no matter what, don't lose your peace. Don't lose your true identity. And just as hard as some of you or some of us may have worked on the different campaigns, on spreading the word of, whatever we did, work even harder on your real job. Okay, on your real job, which is the assignment from Jesus Christ. Learn more about your real job, okay, no matter what. And again, just as with Martha, regardless of who is what or where or whatever, Jesus is still standing here, even in front of each one of us, saying, I am, okay, not begging us, but commanding us to see the great I am. He is still in charge. So be encouraged, okay? Be encouraged no matter what. You are still blessed and highly favored. You're still everything that Jesus said, because regardless of circumstances, which will always change, you are still who and what Almighty God said and says that you are. So take a breath, breathe, and get up and do your God-assigned job, okay? Don't lose your peace. And I want to end you, I want to end this message with you with another saying of Jesus, okay? This is what I leave you with, okay? All right, listen. As Jesus said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives you, because right now the world ain't got no peace, okay? They just, pardon my language, they ain't got no peace, okay? Not as the world gives you, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Jesus is still the great I am. Remember who you are, and what you're supposed to be doing, even now. And God bless you, okay? And know that we're praying for you. We're praying for you. We're praying for our country. We're praying for the world, all right? But God is still in control. And please send us your comments, your concerns, your prayer requests. You can reach us best through our website, which is FFIministries with an S.com. Again, God bless you. Thank you for joining us this week. We hope you'll come back next week.